coaches poll, USA Today coaches poll came out this week. Who's number one, guys?
I don't know.
It's Alabama.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So Alabama's number 1, Ohio State number 2, Georgia 3, Clemson 4, Notre Dame 5, Michigan 6, A&M 7, Utah 8, OU coming in at 9, and 2 Big 12 teams after that, Baylor and Oklahoma State at 10 and 11, Oregon 12, USC down at 15. You got Texas at 18. I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's a coach's poll. So like it's there. I'm to the point now where I'm not going to really care about OU's preseason ranking unless some idiot puts them outside the top 25. Like as long as they're a top 25 team going in, I can accept that. Wherever you want to put them, whatever, that's fine. But if somebody drops them outside the top 25, that's when I'll probably lose my mind. But at this point, I can't. I think it'd be really like get too worked up.
Yeah, I think it'd be silly if we're not in the top 10, honestly. My biggest call out here is number 4 through 9, like Clemson at 4 all the way to 9 to us, really interchangeable. I think that 4 spot is really up for grabs. Typically is always up for grabs, but this year in particular, with Clemson being hyped up and not like for some odd reason, Texas A&M being hyped up because they're Texas A&M, but they don't have a quarterback announcement yet, so that's odd. Oklahoma, obviously, we have the potential to win every single game, like I think we will. Utah Utes are really good this year. So I think that 4 spots up for grab. 4 through 9 is pretty interchangeable.
Also, Texas, Alabama, 54 first place votes. Ohio State, 5 first place votes. Georgia, 6. Texas with 1. Texas is down there at 18. They're the only other team that got a first place vote. Who's voting for them, man?
I don't know.
Like, what are you doing?
Quit their job. They just need to quit their job right now.
Saban is voting.
You think Saban? I mean, that'd be funny. That'd be funny.
Oh my god!
He's just sitting on his couch on Twitter laughing about all the posts about this number 1 or this one pick.
Someone gasses him up and he's just sitting there laughing, scheming.
Matt,
he's double screening because Alabama didn't put a homework clause in his contract.
Matt, anything on this surprise you?
Not really surprising. I still don't get the hype around Clemson. I get that Dabo Swinney is a great recruiter, a great coach, but they've just lost so much and they still haven't figured out quarterback situation. Notre Dame's a little bit interesting, especially with first-time head coach coming in as well. See how he can just jump in and see. Obviously, they rallied around him, so that'll be interesting. You know, Michigan was in the playoff last year. They had a good run, but that was like their first good run and whoever knows how long, right? The first time they beat Ohio State and years, right? With John Harbaugh finally getting a win. So I think, you know, with Patrick's assessment, 4 through 9, pretty interchangeable. I'm actually kind of curious why they put 3 Big 12 teams, Oklahoma, Baylor, Oklahoma State. I wonder if they just truly don't know who they think will come out on top. If they're just almost 9 through 11 for the Big 12, just interchangeable as well.
Yeah.
Texas being inside the top 20 is a joke, as usual, but of course, a lot of SEC teams and, you know, Cincinnati sneaking in there as well, being a top 4 team, but they also lost quite a bit. So very interesting list. I felt like the poll last week, maybe somewhat more accurate, but
I agree.
It's a poll. It's a preseason poll. I mean, it is what it is at this point.
I am intrigued to see NC State at 13 because I know literally nothing about them.
Yeah.
So just seeing them at 13 is kind of like, oh wow, there's an ACC team that people think's worth a damn other than Clemson. It's kind of wild to see.
Pittsburgh's in there as well, right? Top 20.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's there as well. Pittsburgh's 16. Yeah.
And Miami at 17.
After
losing Pickett and
Davis
Addison.
Bevel and Jordan Addison.
Yeah.
Well, they got Slovis from USC, I think, which is I don't know. I guess he's okay, but that's the only thing I can think of for Pitt.
Yeah.
If you look at the actual points, which is how they rank the teams, there is about 150 point difference between Notre Dame and Utah, 100 or so point difference between Utah and Oklahoma, and then like 130 between us and Baylor. And then there's nothing between Baylor and Oklahoma State. So there are some small little tiers sort of in the way that votes were distributed, and they kind of make sense to me. Like, we are a little bit better than those other 2 Big 12 schools. And whenever these coaches were blindly filling this out because it doesn't matter at all, they said that.
Yeah. I'm with you.
So,
all right. So that's the rankings. Let us know on Twitter, on YouTube. Comment on the video below. Do you think OU's too high, too low? Do you think anybody else is too high, too low? Maybe Texas. Let us know in the comment section. Tweet at us, Program Guys with